did tell you it's a very noisy place here, and this gives you a pretty good indication of how damn noisy it is. So you've got arborists doing their thing just down the road next door to my place, so not very pleasant. You'll be very happy to leave Clare Street, Parramatta Park. It's quite a warm day actually. I did something over Easter I've been putting off for some time, and that is to get my DNA test working. And I took a couple of swabs of my cheeks, both cheeks. What you got to do, put them in little vials and then send them off to a place in Texas, a laboratory in Texas, the US, not Texas, Queensland. There is actually a Texas in Queensland, but no, not that one. Sending it off to the state of Texas to be analysed, and I'll find out what my heritage is. God knows what they'll come up with. Ah dear. Well, there's a bit of a breeze. It's not so bad with the breeze. It felt really hot coming out on the balcony today. The insulation obviously is working in my place because it is so much cooler inside the flat than outside. So anybody living up here, I think, you know, you want to consider that. I put a couple of inquiries into real estate agents today about 2 properties that looked okay, but have probably already been signed up. But it doesn't hurt to get the word around, so I contacted Cairns Beaches and just told the agent I'd seen an inspection last year that I'm still alive and I'm definitely in the market to buy a place in that area. And I also contacted 2 other agents today on my short list I had with the realestate.com.au. You can put favourites in there, and I thought I'd just contact a couple of people there. One of the places is actually near the shops. It's a fair way from the beach, but at least it's close to the local shopping centre, so you know it's certainly walking distance to the beach. Nothing is too far away from anything in Kiwara Beach, so different lifestyle, much quieter and much healthier, I think, too. I mean, right next to this huge highway, Mulgrave Road is a very big road. Going to go off to the supermarket today. I'm sort of reticent to do my supermarket shopping with these stupid mask regulations. Not impressed. I find them very uncomfortable to wear, so I've got to do that. I've also got to send off my DNA test. It take about 2 or 3 weeks because the postage could take a while. I don't know what it's going to cost me to send to the US, but Australia Post ain't cheap, so who knows. Anyway, I've got to pay them for a stamp, send it off, and interesting to see what they come up with. But yeah, so I think I just got to do a blanket thing where I contact a lot of people and a lot of agents, tell them what price range I'm looking at, and hopefully they'll find a property for me. Cairns Beaches seems to have most of them. I wouldn't want to be dealing with the guy I went to that inspection with, you know, that I was disappointed with. I wasn't overly impressed, but it might have been just a bad day. There were a lot of people walking through, so we'll see. But yeah, I dealt with Whitney on that first inspection, and she seemed fine, and so I've contacted her again because I've got her email anyway, and I'm sure if there's something comes up they'll tell me. I guess there is an advantage for the agents knowing ahead of time what you're looking for, so they can basically alert you before the market knows. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to be in a position to make an unencumbered offer, unconditional offer, until next Monday. I think it'll be when I can do it. That's when the finance deadline is, on the 12th for my buyer, so that's a big day. Anyway, we'll go shopping and go and see if I can get some more greens. I've already run out. Didn't even have any yesterday because I was just so slack. I decided not to come down here. As I say, I dread wearing that bloody mask. just not my hot air, you know, from my mouth just accumulates in that part of my face, and it just feels really, really uncomfortable. Now maybe I should buy a proper mask, but look, I'm hoping that it'll only last another week, and then we can go back to normal again until government wants to pull more crap on us. I mean, I don't trust them. I think they'll continue doing this to us. This could happen for years now. You know, because this is the way that they're going to act from now on. I think it's they like the smell of power, and if people comply all the time and don't protest, they'll continue to do it. So people might eventually get jacked and push back. We'll see. Yeah, I've got to work out whether I didn't have any booze for 2 days. I wasn't feeling great, so I thought, look, I better cut the booze out. Just might make me feel a little better. Felt a little bit better, but nothing great. So might get myself some more gin today. I'm not sure. I probably should do that first off, and then go to Woolworths. We'll see. Still only $42 for the beef eater. Quite a good price, I think. And for me, buying spirits is a lot better because it's the weight. I can carry it. But if I buy a slab of beer, you know, it's okay if you've got a car, but it's a bit of a pain if you've got to walk it back in a backpack, or especially if it's glass. If their cans are a bit lighter, but the added weight of bottles is a pain. I noticed that my chairs were still next to the dumpster. The only way I'm going to get rid of those chairs, I think, is sell them. I'll have to grab them and put them on Gumtree and sell them. I mean, there's nothing wrong. They work. I mean, someone would want them. I only want $20 for the bloody things. I think should be able to get rid of them. But I was surprised no one scavenged them. Quite amazing. So I'll take them upstairs, take a photo of them, and put them on Gumtree. I mean, I got a reply last time pretty quickly for the folding bed, so what the hell? Always bargain hunters out there. I mean, it's $20 would be cheap for someone. I mean, trying to buy them any other way. Like I say, there's nothing wrong with the chairs. It's just I just don't need any extra crap at the moment. Also got a TV that's got a I bought off a friend, and the top part of the TV is slightly hazy. I think I mentioned this before. I've got to put that on Gumtree, and I mean, again, just ask for $50 or best offer. So you know, you can see most of the picture, but it's a bit of a risk if you buy it, I guess, because who knows how long it's going to last. But it hasn't gone downhill since I've had it. I tested it a few weeks ago. I was going to try to give it to Adam, but he didn't want it, and he didn't want the sound system either. It only had one channel, so I thought an electrician might be able to fix it themselves, but yeah, he didn't really care that much. So fair enough. Oh well, that was encouraging. There was a couple there, middle-aged couple, buying grog at First Choice, and they weren't wearing masks, so the staff were, but I got a feeling they're not really enforcing it heavily. Maybe more so with the supermarkets, I'm not sure. Certainly the chemist didn't seem to care prior on Saturdays when there was a guy wandering around with that one. So yeah, I think there is a bit of the old Cairns atmosphere still, which is nice. A bit of the old Defiance. So good to see, I reckon. There's yeah, he reckons it's not uncomfortable. The black ones he's wearing. This is just one I've got, just used for renovation stuff, you know, around the house. So not really designed for when worn for a while. Real quick. I think the guy, the deaf wish, he just missed the traffic. I thought he was going to be a goner. I think he's not exactly 100% sober, put it that way. So actually, they passed by him down the other a block away. So they've been doing the whole circle. Well, he seemed friendly enough. I just wouldn't be running across the busiest road in Cairns when I'm in that condition. I think Yeah, you're tempting your life there. Very lucky I wasn't next to a casualty just then. Pretty quiet. Whew. Yeah, I've got to go now get that DNA crap's posted off, and after that I'll get myself some greens. Probably have a salad tonight. It's bloody warm, as I say. It's good salad weather. G&T and salad weather. It's only lasted 48 hours off the grog. A bit piss weak. Should have done a bit longer, but at least I had a couple of alcohol-free days, which is good. And I haven't been getting pissed or anything. I've just been drinking responsibly, but I think it just builds up in your system. Some of us can handle it, some of us can't. The old liver. Yeah, I felt a little off colour, just a little off colour, nothing major, but I think I felt better the next day. Oh, what a pain in the ass. I just went to the agency to send this envelope off that I've got here for the DNA test. And he said he didn't know what the Australia Postal charged for it because of the shape and size of it. I thought, God almighty. Anyway, I'll just have to head off. There's another couple of blocks I have to walk, which I'd rather not be doing today because it's a bit warm, but can't be helped, unfortunately. I don't think that guy had a mask on either. He's sitting at the bar there. You're allowed to sit down though, and you are actually able to sit down and not have to wear a mask. It's only when you're interacting with the bar staff. So apparently it's going to finish on the 15th. So I'll make that midway through next week. So I'll be very happy when this latest authoritarian move is taken off. More planes. It's about the third one I think I've seen since I started this walk today. Yeah, those half-price airfares are obviously having an effect, I guess. Well, they only went on sale on the 1st, so they haven't been available that long. So it could get quite busy here. I just hope there's no house buyers in the bloody planes. Could do without the competition. So yeah, in that respect it's not good, but I think most of them be holiday makers, but you just never know. I mean, there are a lot of people in Australia with pretty deep pockets, so got no idea, but gee, it's a pain in the ass to take this to the post office. What are you feeling? A bit sweaty? And the design of this place is crap, because I suppose I could enter through mine and get to the Conair and just go upstairs to Woolworths through that entrance. I don't know if you can do it, but I might try it, because I don't want to go halfway down again just so I can then backtrack to get to bloody Woolworths, which is on this corner here. Bloody stupid design. Well, it won't be much longer anyway. It'll be about a little over 3 weeks and I'll be in a different location. So we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, I want to get this stupid DNA thing done. I've been putting it off for months. So I think I got it late last year, probably. God, it could have been something like September, October last year. So I've been holding on to it for months. So I thought I'd better get the thing done. It probably won't last forever. They allowed me to register it online, so I presume it's still okay. But yeah, let's just get the damn thing mailed off and find out that my heritage is from Swahili land. Oh, God knows where. It's supposed to be a mongrel from the UK, encompassing England, Scotland and a bit of Irish. Apparently that's what it's supposed to be, but I just wonder. And of course it would not be a surprise if there's any Germanic blood there because of so many invasions to the UK over the years, especially with Scotland, because I'm sure there were a few Vikings. They certainly landed on shores in northern England, so I think they would have also landed north of the border as well. Would not surprise me. So, but there could be some wild cards amongst it. I'll be interested to see if I've got any Neanderthal DNA, because I think most people do. But I think I've got one I got a bump in the back of my head, which is a, I think it's called an occipital bone, and it's an indication of Neanderthal blood. So it'd be interesting to see if there actually is a link there. Most people viewing this channel will probably say, yes, we expect you to be a Neanderthal. So no surprise to them, but we'll just have to see. Although they do say that Neanderthals were supposed to be quite intelligent, the thing that brought down their demise was the fact they didn't form large social groups like Homo sapiens, and therefore they were at a disadvantage. I don't know if their technology for hunting was as good either, because they were actually quite brawny and well adapted to the environment, which in a way is a downfall, because it doesn't force you to adapt, and by adaptation you become smarter. You need to have greater brain power to adapt to an environment and live in a place that's normally hostile to you. And Neanderthals were more adapted to colder climates, just bulkier in general, stockier, and I think they had different protection with the nasal passages and everything. It's just the way they'd evolved was much more in like with the environment they're living with, and much more in tune with the environment they're living in. So, but like I say, I would not be surprised if that comes up, if they go that thoroughly into it. And yeah, it's just something to do. Just when I was bored one day, I just thought, oh well, what the hell. And it was on special, so I thought I'd go for it. Of course, since then there's been another special where it reduced by a substantial amount again. So, and again, I have to bloody pay the postage anyway. They'll send it out to you, but you have to pay the return postage. So, seeing I've gone this far with the bloody thing, I think I paid a little over $100 for it, so I might as well see it through. And you can probably get it now for less than 100, I'd say. I mean, the technology is improving all the time with all the genetic stuff, so we'll see. Hopefully get some joy here. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.